couple things I want to give you, a couple of announcements of some things that you can look forward to in the future. Our divisional party will be, for the holidays, will be on the December 8th in Clark Grill. Usually before we've kind of done a come and go, we're just going to do a lunch like we do our breakfast and our awards banquet at the end of the year, so we'll be from 11 to 1. And we're going to talk a little bit about the collection for veterans here in a minute. There is an email that went out this week and prior weeks before to department heads about the divisional polos that say student affairs. If you'd like to order those, please get in those orders as soon as possible. January 7th, we're going to do a kickball tournament in the rec center. Thank you, Rec Sports. We're going to do it from 4 to 6. You have to keep your office open. There's not a lot of students, so lower coverage. It's a Friday, and then we'll probably do a social hour afterwards. But there's a couple of us that are really competitive in the room, and so it'll be really good for us to get the aggression out. Sherry. Yes, Eugene. You could be a cheerleader.
No. When can we expect more information about the kickball tournament?
We have decided it's not going to be department versus department because rec sports would really do a lot of damage. And so we are going to probably break it up and intermix the teams, but stay tuned. Brittany and I and Angela and a couple other people are working on it. And then, just a little teaser. After graduation in May, we're going to do a field day with like bocce and croquet and cornhole. I'm just thinking about my extracurriculars on the weekend. Anyway, we are going to institute a new employee orientation for the division, and we'll do it with the new professional development subcommittee of the committee. Wow. And Lisa Campbell and Stella Mulberry are heading that up. We will do the first one January 31st of this year, and it'll end with a social get-together on campus, so no frosty beverages. And stay tuned, but everybody and anybody would be welcome to come to that social and meet all the new employees for the division. And these are full-time and graduate, correct? Okay. The end of the year banquet is April 28th, 2011, from 11 to 12, or 11 to 1, and we will send out all that award stuff probably February sometime. Stay tuned, look for that. And a lot more professional development and social hours to be determined at Rec Sports Leisure. Wanted to let you know, we sat down as a committee and we talked about the philanthropy that we wanted to do during the holiday lunch. Usually what we've done in the past is help supplement the toy drive that the university does, headed up by staff council and helped out by a lot of different people on campus, Center for Leadership and Services and all that. And we also looked at all the efforts that we were helping with the veterans. And so we kind of had this brainstorm and we discussed, do we want to continue the toy drive at our holiday luncheon, or do we want to take a different route and support some of our troops across seas? And this kind of falls near and dear to my heart, seeing that my brother went to Kuwait last week. And so what we did was kind of had a brainstorm, and I sent out an email division-wide, go figure, that we wanted to see who in the division had an immediate family member serving overseas. And we have 12 in the division, really important. And so what we're going to do during our holiday luncheon is collect items for the veterans overseas. And I will you'll get this out too, but lots of stuff that we take for granted every day. Soap, shampoo, socks, things like that. Fun things that they love to do. And my brother was real big at working with the Iraqi children when he was in Iraq before. And so they really do a lot of this stuff that we've kind of listed here. We will send this information out at a later date. But what we're going to do is collect that stuff during the holiday luncheon, and then send it to those 12 family members whose family members work for us, and kind of put a human face to it, and see how they're affected differently than just sending it to troops that we would probably have no connection with or hear anything from later. Okay? Any questions about that? Okay, we'll send this information out to you, know what they're kind of looking for too.